Sometimes the man in a tiny house has the biggest peace. Sometimes the child in a farmhouse understands joy more than the child in the mansion. Sometimes cottage hold more warmth than a penthouse with 10 empty chairs. Sometimes you build a terraced house, yet your life is falling apart in layers. Sometimes your flat is full of laughter, but your friend's detached house is silent like a grave. Sometimes the one living in a tent sleeps better than the one crying in a townhouse. Sometimes a ranch-style house has space but no soul. Sometimes we envy Victorian home, but never ask which ghost live there. We keep building story upon story, but still forget our own story. Sometimes we all start in a crib and end up in a bus. Sometimes we hurt the man living in a hut simply because he doesn't have his own castle. Sometimes the person living in an igloo has more warm hearts than the one sleeping with 3 heaters in the villa and still lose his village. Sometimes that student in a crowded dormitory feel more home than a CEO in his luxury duplex. Sometimes face me and face you has more face with life than the one behind tinted glass. Sometimes you decorate your apartment but your soul stays empty. Sometimes your dream house becomes a prison because you built it alone. The question is, what if shelter isn't a house but someone who waits for you at the door? In the end, we all return to one room. It doesn't matter where we once lived. They say penthouse means success, but peace might be hiding in a tent. People say bigger is better, but better for who? Imagine a tiny house filled with laughter and a castle echoing with loneliness.